This painting can really be seen as one of Yeats' masterpieces and hasn't been seen in public in almost 60 years, making it a very exciting discovery. Offered at £300,000 to £500,000, we're thrilled to present this important work as a highlight of our forthcoming Modern British and Irish Art auction. Painted in 1936, this impressive canvas by Jack Butler Yeats depicts the scene of a legendary boxing match. The story goes that in 1815, over 20,000 people flocked to see local fighter Dan Donnelly take on the reigning English champion George Cooper. The visiting sportsman was defeated, knocked out in the 11th round with a broken jaw, and Donnelly took the purse of £60. But, as the resulting fables, ballads and paintings make very clear, this victory was about much more than money. Following the recent Act of Union, the trouncing of a British fighter on Irish soil made Donnelly a national hero. His reputation reached far and wide, and following his death from alcohol, aged just 32, his body was disinterred by medical students for closer inspection. Legend has it that he didn't even have to bend over to tie his shoelaces, and the unusually long right arm was preserved and displayed as part of a travelling circus before finding a home in a glass case in a pub in Kilcullen. Yeats was passionate about all sports. In fact, he won a silver Olympic medal in 1924 for his painting The Liffey Swim, but boxing held a special draw for him. He'd sketched boxing matches as a young man in both London and Dublin for many years, so it's perhaps no surprise that here we can see the figure of Yeats himself coming to the scene of the famous bout to pay homage. But by presenting the subject in this way, rather than showing the action itself, Yeats provokes contemplation in the viewer, letting us imagine the encounter and what it stood for, just as he is. Standing, lost in reverie, gazing down the hill, the artist has depicted himself musing over the shrine that still stands today, and no doubt the national pride that Donnelly embodied. The vivid green grass suggests recent rain, and the pink glow of the sky hints at more to come, not uncommon in Midlands, Ireland. So, contrasting with the quite still, reflective figure of Yeats himself, our eye is drawn to this group here of colourful, vibrant women bustling down the hillside, and they really serve to reinforce that feeling of the past and the future, the old and the new. This movement and concern, not just for history, but the present day too, is further highlighted by the steps carved into the hillside, where we can see a group of horses descending. Yeats often painted remembered places and events, but it was combining this with the here and the now that really mattered to him, just as we can see here in Donnelly's Hollow. Jack was a brother of the famous playwright, novelist and poet W.B. Yeats, but their father once boasted that, "One day I'll be remembered as the father of a great poet, and that poet is Jack." Looking at Donnelly's Hollow here, that sentiment is easy to understand.